can't even move them. Oh. Hello and welcome back. Today's video is going to be around an FTP test, also known as a functional threshold power ramp test on Zwift, because if you've watched my previous videos, on Monday I tested my 5k time, and the reason for testing the 5k time was because I wanted to get my average threshold heart rate before I start my proper training program next week for the Ironman 2021, which, fingers crossed, hopefully still goes ahead. So today's going to be the FTP test, the ramp test in particular. There's a few different ways to test your FTP. I will put on the screen now the different types of ways you can test your FTP and what it actually means for your training zones and your fitness level as well. So previously, around September, October time, I did do a FTP test, but that was the 20-minute test. Whereas today I'm going to do the ramp test, where, as you see later on in the video, it's going to be increments of, I think it's a 10-minute warm-up, and then every minute I think it goes up with by 20 watts on the smart trainer on the bike. You can do this outdoors as well, but in the UK in January it is not ideal weather whatsoever, so the last thing I want to be doing is going as fast as I can on the icy roads. So like I said, every minute it's going to go up 20 watts, and I'm essentially just going to hold it for as long as I can until I can't hold it anymore, and the max wattage I can hold for that 1 minute essentially will be my FTP. Actually, I don't think it will be my FTP, those watts. I think it takes 75% of your max wattage held. So for example, if 300 watts was the maximum I could hold for that 1 minute, it'd be 75% of that, which I do believe is 225 watts. So my previous FTP, which I tested a few months ago when I first got my turbo, and like I said, I am a beginner to cycling, so don't expect really high numbers. My previous FTP was 216 watts. So that has been the FTP been going off over the last few weeks and months when I've been training, and when I've been doing different workouts on the bike. Obviously I've been using that as my FTP to work out my zones, but now, just before we start the 80-20 endurance plan, I'm doing the FTP tested again to see where I'm at. I'm estimating somewhere around 220 to 230 watts as my FTP, so a little improvement as what it was compared to what it was a few months ago. Like I said, it is a slightly different test with it being the ramp, but I'm going to see how I hold up on that, and it has been 3 days. Today's Thursday. Monday was the day I did the 5k test, so I made sure I didn't do this test the day after or yesterday. Made sure my legs are recovered, and it's been, like I said, a full at least 72 to 82 hours now, so I feel a little bit more fresh now compared to what I did on Tuesday, so I should be ready to go. So let's go down at the garage and let's get on with it. Alright, so we are just starting the ramp test now. So like I said in the previous clip, I haven't done a ramp test before, but I have done a 20-minute test, so I'm going to see how I cope with this one. Obviously it's nice and easy at the minute. Probably should go a little bit, so around 100 watts. I can imagine as soon as it hits around 220 watts, that's when I'll feel it a bit. And when it hits around that 260, that's when I know I'll be in the game. So after that, it's just see what happens. Alright, next one, 120 watts. on 50 BPM. Oh, here we go. Legs waking up now. Quads are just starting to feel it a little bit. Heart rate up. Quads are firing. So here we go. I know I'm on the ramp now. Come on. Approaching 300. Here we go. A lot of works are on. Yeah, quads are awake. Oh. Oh. Okay, now. What? Oh, my legs. Oh, I can't even move them.